Tired of worrying about the upcoming election, global war, or the slow destruction of the Earth through climate change? Never fear, here's new, totally hypothetical yet frighteningly well-founded nightmare apocalypse scenarios that could take place and see the end of the Earth, and maybe the universe, in the year 2020. We'll make this quick, no one truly knows how long we really have left.
Is 2020 a bad year? In the Bible, the rat is a negative symbol for the lack of material goods, slavery, financial loss, sickness, debt, hardship and dirt, including sin and even the devil in disguise. Remember the bubonic plague? Scientists now blame the rats and mice as the culprit for the Black Death around Europe in the 14th century that caused an estimated 25 million deaths between 1347 and 1351. Literally, we welcomed 2020 with a big bang courtesy of tall volcano. Thousands fled from the 14-kilometer radius danger zone from the center of the volcanic activity, and abandoned their domiciles, livestock, properties, what they have lived in and lived for. The whole country was at a cliffhanger as the small but terrible volcano held everybody in suspense. It was one hell of a breathtaker. But Australia was already on fire in ushering in the new year, killing more than 1 million animals and countless features of Mother Nature. The boiling summer heat sparked a few dried leaves and set millions of hectares in hellish flames, sending ashes all over the continent. And would you believe that according to scientists, the tall explosion and the Australian bushfires drove myriads of locusts in Kenya, Africa, devouring hectares of cornfields, signaling a probable economic crisis in food security in the country and nearby desert areas. Also in January, 70 people perished in one of the most devastating deluges in Indonesia, where lives and properties were washed away. It was an out-of-season flood in Indonesia since January is definitely not a rainy season in that Southeast Asian country. Iran also welcomed the new year with fireworks when it unleashed missiles aimed at the American bases in Iraq in retaliation to the U.S. military intrusion to kill General Qasem Soleimani. Misfired missiles, however, accidentally killed 150 passengers, mostly Canadians, aboard a Ukrainian flight. And now, the nCoV or 2019 novel coronavirus is creating havoc in paranoid minds globally, short of a declaration of a global catastrophe by the World Health Organization. Aside from running out of face masks, the Chinophobia is spreading worldwide, and some countries are already musing over a universal ban on Chinese entry into their territory. And of course, the world mourned in tears the sudden demise of basketball legend Kobe Bryant and 8 others, including his beloved daughter Gianna, in a chopper crash. Is 2020 an unlucky year? The Chinese feng shui can say a lot of favorable prognostications about the year of the metal rat. However, for Filipinos, the rat is something else. As our oldies would quip, maharap pa sa daga, miserable as a rat. Back in our kitchens or dressers, rats are a curse as they munch anything along their way, including the cables and electric wirings in our house. Even in the Bible, rats or mice are a pestilence. The book of Leviticus chapter 11 verses 29 to 31 says, "Of the animals that move along the ground, these are unclean for you, the weasel, the rat, any kind of great lizard, those that move along the ground, these are unclean for you. Whoever touches them when they are dead will be unclean till evening." In the Bible, the rat is a negative symbol for the lack of material goods, slavery, financial loss, sickness, debt, hardship and dirt, including sin and even the devil in disguise. Remember the bubonic plague? Scientists now blame the rats and mice as the culprit for the Black Death around Europe in the 14th century that caused an estimated 25 million deaths between 1347 and 1351. Still, leptospirosis remains a killer around us today. So much for the year of the rat. Furthermore, 2020 is a leap year, and the negative forecasts especially in marriage is yet another matter, whether this year would good or bad. However, whether the bad stories in January are mere coincidences and the rat year rotates in superstition, still, the fact remains that it is still in the hands of humans whether 2020 will be good or bad. If you like this video, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you will be updated in our next video.